Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Oh yeah, I told you I'd have some more walls brought over because of dumping the stuff on the ground. That's what they're doing. Right, well, we'll leave. I'm going to let them to it. I want to go in here, and I want to see what the situation is with the robots. Let's have a look at them again. I love this. I absolutely love being able to just check out the robots over here and see what they're doing. Look at this. I've got a whole grid of them. They're just hovering and waiting for other robots to come along and remove the trees from underneath. And there isn't anything else they can do. They're literally just going to sit there and wait patiently until the trees have been removed underneath. And then once the trees finally do get removed, then they will place those down and they will go off after more. I'm hoping that we don't end up with 20,000 robots sat doing that all the way across. I got more of them over here, look. And some up there. And then we've got a few robots crawling across the middle of this area. Here, where we've still got power joined in, they're coming up through. And they're doing similar up there. Got nothing up that side anymore. This is really cool. This is genuinely awesome, the way they're doing this. And there I got another grid. Okay, that's actually really awesome. And this grid here is growing. They've all decided to come out here to place things down. But I don't... yeah, I got more of them coming out here. I don't have the necessary robots coming out to remove the trees. I'm assuming that there are some removing the trees here somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they are there somewhere, and they are coming up to remove the trees. That I can't look at anymore. That is all... the radar is discontinued. It's got no power on it. So it's slowed things down a little bit there. Then we have a look down here. Right. I've got robots coming away from me. They've brought some stuff down to me. But for the most part, those are just moving away. And what they're doing is they're heading down here to the patch down here to grab some iron ore and bring that back up that way. Over this side, we've got a beautiful stream of robots running through this, taking up all of that iron ore. And they're running that down this way, spreading out across this. Though the iron ore is actually... they're coming down to here. They're bringing it down to these down here. And I've now got more stuff going in here. And that's really, really awesome. We've actually got stuff being stored. I got 50 in that one. That one over there has got 40. It's got another 200 on its way. That one's got 72 with 200 on its way. That one over there has got 76. This is good. Like the numbers across the all of the chests for the iron ore, those numbers are increasing. And with those numbers increasing, it means that we've got more iron being pushed into the system. More iron being pushed into the system means that we're going to be getting more green circuits. If I go circuit here, we don't have very many of these at the moment, and that in turn is going to mean more of those, which is going to mean more roboports. But one problem that I do have at the moment is plate. Steel plate is dropping down a little bit. Copper, we're fine. Plastic bar, we're now fine on that as well. So it's steel versus iron plate. Steel is okay. We're half what we did have, though. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on that, and we're going to have to start building some steel... we're going to have to start building up some steel bits. But at the moment, it's not doing too bad. Right, let's take a little bit of a mosey on down this way to about there, I think. And I just got to wait because, like people have been telling me, there's a queue of items that robots can do, and if you put too much, they tend to disregard a whole load of it, and they just work on small chunks of the queue and work their way through it. I know that is why I've just slaughtered the frame rate, and it's going to take a while for it to all catch up, but I think it's better doing it like this. I think one big chunk is like ripping off a plaster, isn't it? It's like ripping off a plaster. Once it's done, it's done. We rip the whole thing off, and then it's finished. Okay, I love this. We're going to end up with the entire lot just sat there waiting, just in a big square. These over here, they're bringing them in. They're placing them... some of these are even... we're still waiting on those being placed down. No, that's fine. I want this done. once this bit in here is placed and finished, then I can, yeah, once I've got all of the landfill done. So I'm doing this on my own ones. I've got, right, we're all right for power on the personal roboport. Once I've worked my way down through, I'm hoping I will be able to put a couple rounds of the blueprint. Now, I've got the blueprint here somewhere. There's my blueprint. Right, we'll take that one a minute. And that one goes... there's where the actual blueprint goes. I don't have the roboports in this one lined up, but that is where it's going to go. And I've got room to put at least 3 of these, 4 of them actually, I think, all the way across there. That's awesome. Another 4 of them in there. That's going to be a huge boost in power. That's really going to help. That is actually going to be a really, really good thing. So we'll keep working on this. I'm just going to slowly work my way down through here, getting all of this landfill placed right the way down to there. I've just got to work down to this bottom bit down here. And I've got plenty of room for the water pipes and everything on the bottom end. It's only the top end here. Actually, it's only going to be the first one that I'm going to have issues with. And then after that, those should be absolutely fine. I haven't put the landfill too high, have I? No, I don't think I have. I think it's all right on there. The next one, it's not going to quite fit in. So I'm going to have to do some more pipes up here and sort of put them across somehow. But then after that, the pumps and everything, they will fit in and they'll go in along the top. Shouldn't be any issues. So many requests for stuff in it. I've been sat just letting it catch up a little bit. So many requests for things to be placed down that even my own robots don't know what to do for a minute. So they're like doing it in little sections. They're waiting, they're placing down a few bits here, and then they sit and they wait and they don't do anything for a while. And then they will do the same again, and they will sit and they will wait for a while. Over on the rest of it, over this side, we've got these sections here. I've got pretty much the entire grid now is sat waiting for robots to come along and remove things from underneath them. I got a whole load of robots up here that are kind of just hanging around and waiting. I did make a mistake up here in that I've gone over the big copper patch right there, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to just get the delete button here, and I'm going to go out like that, and I'm going to go across 2 lines of them like that. I'm going to go up to there. Take that up that far. Won't go any closer than that. I think that's all of it. And I'll get rid of that. So there, I've just uncovered that copper patch. But also, that one is in the right place. So, despite the fact that it's now on its own, I do know that it is in the right spot. And that is going to be a useful thing. That's going to be quite helpful. I'm keeping the robots showing on the map, because I'm finding that to be quite a useful thing. This up here, these are all construction bots. They're taking a long time to get down. What they've done is they've gone out there and they've gone across, and they've gone back in, and then they've gone out and they've gone across. And they keep doing that, so that's why they've not progressed very far at all. Once they get down to here, then they're actually progressing further along. But it is taking some of them quite a long time. So we've got a couple thousand of them up there that have not yet come into this area and been useful at all. Then we've got another few thousand of them over here. And what they're doing is they are picking things up. They're bringing them all the way back over here, coming over to storage and dropping stuff off in storage. And then they're running off with things from storage again, which is not very helpful. Look, see, we're bringing solar panels all the way back over this side to wherever the solar panel there. Bringing them right over here, but then they're picking the solar panels up. Or are they? There's you right there. There's one there. I've just got my mouse over. Oh, no, he's bringing it down. Nope, now he's on his way back over again. So, yeah, I've got these solar panels are coming in here. But it's not the most useful thing. I mean, then bring them all the way back over and then run away again. I mean, that's how it's working. So long as it's actually working, that's the main thing. It is actually doing what we want it to do, which is slowly remove a big chunk of these and put down everything that I do want. I'm finished over this side, so we're going to take a little mosey on down here. I don't think my blueprint that I've got... I'm going to stop there a second and just let them work on that. My blueprint that I've got here... Right, if I shift mouse click to... no, right mouse button to open. If I look at that, I've only got 5 roboports, which is 1 there. Oh no, I do have roboports in the middle of it. It's just that over here... Let's have a look on the map. Pretty sure I've got more roboports within this. Yes, I do. Look, there, I've got a whole load of extra roboports here compared to others. Oh, I've got some missing there. Look. I've got 2 roboports missing there. I'm going to put those in. So I want 1 there. And I want 1 there. Right. Have I got room? I haven't got room for any more. But that's what I've done, is I've gone through and I've put roboports down absolutely everywhere that I could. All the way along here. And go up too high. There. There's the grid. And then I've got that bit over there. And that comes up to there. I don't have them up on this side. I haven't got them up on that side. I've only got them on the lower side. So rather than using my actual blueprint, what I'm likely going to do is I'm going to copy and paste that. And I'm going to copy and paste the full strip all the way up through. And then I'll use that to like copy out across here. Because we can do 3 runs and then we're running out of water. We're running out of... I'm hoping, if we get this right, if we've got that right, and we've also got all of that, by the time we get these up and running, that should see us through just enough power until we get the solar panels really back up and running. And then what I'm also planning to do is, like, the solar panels are coming all the way down here. We're going out a lot further with them now, and we will extend those all the way down here. There's no reason that we don't... There's no reason that we shouldn't. Absolutely no reason at all why we shouldn't bring the solar panels all the way down to the bottom there. And really take advantage of the full reach of the base, right the way round. And I could do the same over here. I could fill all of that up with solar panels as well. We could start filling in some of the earth up there. And really use the solar panels. Because, like, I've said that I wanted panels all the way through, but I haven't really gone and placed them all down yet. I've got plenty more room for a lot more of them. And there is an achievement that you can get as well. It's something like 10 gigajoules per minute of power coming from solar panels. I don't know if I've got that yet. What is my... Let's have a look. Alright, right now we got 6.1 gigawatts coming from solar panels. And we have had it slightly more than that. Not massive amounts more, though. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure exactly how much we're going to be using, but there is a lot more to use. Now, the next thing that I've got, this is where I end up having to sit and wait, is I know I've got 2 portable fusion reactors here, and they're great, but I've still got to sit and wait for them to charge that lot up. Those 4 there are now all expired, so I've just got to sit and wait for all of those robots to finish up and charge. Some of them will now climb back in. They get back into my bags, and the rest of them, like, there's only a few of them that have got landfill left. They'll just do that, and then they will all charge, and that'll be that. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have requests on me for a minute for the materials that we're going to be using to put this lot down. So if I mouse over this one, 96 heat pipes to start with. So if I go in here, and it's under this one it is, heat pipe right there. I'm not going to go for 96 of them. I'm going to go for... Well, double lot would be 200. I'm going to go for times 4. I'm going to go for a 4 times lot on each of them, which does mean I'm going to need to get rid of this landfill. How much landfill do I still need to do? I think I'm going to need a little bit more landfill yet. I'll put the requests in. I might end up having to get rid of some of this stuff. I've got all of these spaces on here, but I may end up having to get rid of some of it in order to be able to make room for the landfill. I can get rid of some of these pipes. I can definitely get rid of some of those. That can go. I won't get rid of all of them. And a stack of 50 of them. Those 3 stack filter inserters, they can go. Get rid of 2 of those. There's another stack. The 5 storage tanks there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Storage tank. Am I making storage tanks? I must be. I must have set one I did, didn't I? I did make one making. Yes, I have. I got 1,000 of them. Right. For a minute, I thought I wasn't making storage tanks, and all that work that I'd done with the storage tanks previously, it hadn't worked. But no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Let's go into the next one in here. Where was I? I was looking in there. So we've got 400 of them on the way. I want 200 steam turbines. Them right there. Oh, wait a minute. They only stack in 10s. Right, let's not get carried away with ordering the steam turbines then. Nuclear reactors, yeah, if I ask for 10 of them, that's more than are built anyway. But, yeah, steam turbines, they only stack in lots of 10, which is great. I got 28 of them on the way. These here, I got 4 of them on the way, because there's only 4 of them been made at any one time. Those, I do have 400 on the way. The rest of them... Oh, what else? Was there anything else that I needed to bring over, really? I guess some pump... Have I got water pumps being made? I don't know. Pump. Let's see. Oh, pumps is in this one there. Click on that one. 6,790. Yes, I do have pumps. That's okay. So we can get those requested as well. I've got a number of things on the way now. I've also got in here, if I right-click on that one, power is starting to build up in the personal roboport. Now that all of my robots have gone back home again, I think what happens is they won't come out until power has reached a certain point on the roboports. So they will stay there. It's kind of like a self-preservation type thing. Now, if I go to that point there, that should be just enough that I can reach both top and bottom, and we can fill out the rest of that. As soon as I've got enough power on here, that'll go up to about halfway. It will then slow down horrendously again, so we won't worry about it too much. Let's have a look and see how things are doing over here. That's just increasing the number that are just sat there waiting and doing nothing. I think there are trees being picked up from here, I think. Well, there's no guarantee of that. There we go. They've gone racing out. If I look in here again, just gone high enough that it's allowed activation of them again. And the robots will come back in. They'll keep doing that just for a minute. But then they'll suddenly start charging, and they will steal all of this juice. All this that we've suddenly picked up, this wonderful, wonderful juice that we've got in there, they're going to grab the whole lot. And we're not going to be able to do anything about it. What I can do, just to stop that from happening a minute, well, you know, it doesn't make any difference. It makes 0 difference whatsoever. We'll just let it keep charged. I was going to say I could disable my robots momentarily, but no, that's not going to make much difference. I'll bring that down over here like this. We can just mouse over it like that, and then you can watch them, and they will suddenly, because they've all gone out at once, they will suddenly all turn around at the same time and say, hang on a minute, governor, this isn't right, and they will all try to come back to me, all at the same. There we go, they've now suddenly all come back to me, and they drain, and look how fast they drain that power out. It is ridiculous. I mean, I'd only gotten halfway full on those, and then suddenly, whoosh, everything is gone. All the power is gone, and now they will just sit there really, really slowly, sucking away on the juice just for a little bit. But what I'm going to do, while I'm waiting for that, is I'm going to cancel that landfill request now, because I think I've got enough to be able to finish this with the landfill that is already on its way. Right, I think that's enough of staring at that for a little while. I thought it'd be nice just to have a little bit of watching that one run through, because I know that some of you have requested that. We'll let the robots go up here and place this lot in like this. Right in there. And then the next thing that I just picked them up a second. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste a double section on here. So it's going to be very similar. I've got 6 nuclear reactors now. It's going to be similar to the blueprint that we've got right here, which is it's one double line here. I'm going to do 2 of them. Except that down here I've got extra roboports in it. That's the only difference in the entire thing, is that we've got extra roboports down at the bottom end. So I'm going to copy that, and it's going to go out to that one over there. So I'll bring it down to here, and it will go out that far. And then we're going to run up beside it like this. And I'm hoping that I don't overlap and pick up anything that I don't want to pick up. And I'll go all the way up, and I'm going to do a copy of it. Now, that's the bit right there. I'm not copying anything extra on there, am I? Nope. No, that is absolutely spot on perfect. Excellent. And we can run up here, and we can grab all the rest of it, and then I will bring that copy-paste, and I will drop it down right next to what we've already done. So I'm going to get to there. And I'm not going to go any further than that. And I will deal with the water at the top at the end of it. So I will do that like that, right there. And then I run all the way back down. And so long as I keep that bit in the middle, there shouldn't be any issues. And I've got room, I think, to do that twice. I'm hoping. As long as I've got all of this lined up correctly. So we'll run down to here. Like that. And I will deconstruct that bit over there. My robots can run out and do that a second. And when they've done that... So, yeah, it's quite cool watching that. I did wonder whether I should just leave it going for, like, an hour or two and time-lapse the entire thing. I might yet still do some of that. I don't quite know yet. It is something that I would like to do, but it's whether or not I can actually find the time to just leave it running for an extra... Because it's basically some, like, sort of bonus footage, really, that would be. Right, if I drop that one out there, so long as everything is in place everywhere else, yes, that is perfect. I can drop that down without having to shift-click it into place. It was whether or not I would have to shift-click the thing into place. Because I didn't have to shift-click it into place, it worked perfectly. Now, I'm also hoping that I've got sufficient items that can be placed down here with my own robots. They're going and putting out the heat pipes at the moment. And there we go with 6 of the nuclear reactors. I got 2 that haven't been placed down, and then a whole load of pipes. But I've got the power going out here for those. The rest of it, we will wait a little bit before we go and put any more in. But I've got room to put in one more. I've got just enough room out there to put in one more. So I'm going to go out here, and I'm going to stand in the middle of this lot. I'm going to stand right there, and I'm going to drop that one down there as well. So I've got an extra 16 nuclear reactors have just been placed down here. 16 nuclear reactors. That is a huge, huge number of reactors that I've just requested here. I've also gone and used up all of my power once again. There. Oh no, I've used up all the power on one of them. I'm draining all the power on the second one. Draining the power very, very rapidly on the third one. Look how quickly it uses it up. Sucks up all the juice, doesn't it? Look at that. Whoosh. All the way down. Now it's slowing down because suddenly all of my robots, like, they've gone out and they've done their bit. And now they come back and they charge up just a few at a time. But they're still draining it at a pretty rapid rate of knots. And boom, there we go. I've lost all of my power. And that's the whole lot gone. I've also used up... There's all of the heat pipes have gone. I've used up just about everything. You know what I didn't do is I didn't have a load of boilers brought in. Heat exchangers. I didn't have heat exchangers brought over. Hopefully I will have some other thingies bring over the rest of them. Right, I'm going to get rid of that request, and I'm going to get rid of the nuclear reactor request and the steam turbine request. and also the pump request as well, so that I don't have more of them being brought in. Now, some of them will be on their way over right now, but we'll just get rid of the rest of them. We won't have any more requests for those. And I got a little horde of robots all around me at the minute, not really doing anything. We've got requesters, and we've got push chests here as well. Active providers. I'm not going to make any more. I'm going to leave the rest of it for construction robots to come along and fill in themselves. Really checked up on this down here to see how it's going. Look, I've got a whole load of timber coming out of here. Ah, they're coming down to there to charge up. Yeah, the timber's now being removed from this section down here, which means that we're starting to get some of these other bits placed down. I left it just running, but I didn't really go and check up on very much of it. Up here, I haven't got very much placed down. I have got a few robots coming up there to go and grab a few bits. But what are they doing? They're coming up there and they're grabbing timber, and then they're just stopping. They're not moving. They're not going anywhere with it. So I don't quite know what that's in aid of. It's probably because of the way everything is unfolding and being removed. We're going to have some major issues with that as time goes on. And it does look like now we've got a big chunk of robots coming in here. But that's fine. They can keep doing that. They can keep working on it. How are you doing? Right, it's charged up a little bit. And they're throwing down some more of these. Like I said, I've got heat pipes on the way, but now I've cancelled the rest of the heat pipes that had been requested. It should slow this down a little bit. I shouldn't have too much coming in. There, I've got one line down there, and I've already got these running, but they're not running because of anywhere else. What they're doing is they're taking temperature from this lot, and they're pulling that over into these heat pipes. But the actual heat exchangers there, I forgot to have any of those requested. So I'm not none of those are being brought over. All of these, they're filling up now. I got the requests for the nuclear fuel being brought over, which is good. We want to keep that running. And I just want to check that. I got plenty of uranium ore and uranium there. So all I want to do is if I go uranium like that, there, we've got lots of 238. We've got 4,400 fuel cells and 6,100 used up fuel cells. And then we got a boatload of 235 as well. So I don't have any kind of shortage of uranium at the moment. Which means that just for this little bit, they will be able to keep going without any problems, and we shouldn't have any issues with it at all. Let me have a look and see what you're doing. You're slowly charging up. I've got a load of heat pipes in here. The rest of it, we're just going to leave for the construction robots to deal with. And they will eventually do it. They will eventually deal with it. We've got 23,419 construction robots in the air right now doing things. And there will be more construction robots getting into the air to go and do things. But we don't really need to worry about it at the minute. Now, I'm going to go for a little bit of a mosey on up here. Those are still saying that we've got a shortage of power, but the reason they're saying that is because, like the standard roboports, they get to a point, and then it activates again, and that's what it's just done there. Activated again, thrown out all the pipes that it's got, and it's going to very quickly drain all my power away as well. So if I turn that one off a second, like that, they're still filling up, and then they will all come back in, and they will disappear. So it's going to drain away a little bit of power there, just as the robots all come back to me. But I'm hoping that they will all come back at once. Because then I can allow... Yeah, there we go. Just about everything. I've got a few left right here. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to run up to the top now. And if I... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.